God's covering is good and it's holy, and you're going to have favor, and you're going to be blessed, and your relationships will be healthy. It may be tough, but you're under the covering of God. And listen, under God's covering, you'll find the right person at the right time. You'll find the right person at the right time. Now, removing yourself is exposing yourself to anything that isn't covered by God. All the demons in hell, all the weirdness, all the people with just absolutely messed up minds, all of the things that are trying to attack you and take you down. You are no longer under the authority of God when you say, God, I know you have a person for me in the right time, the right place. It's going to be awesome, great. But as for right now, I know I'm not going to marry this person, but I'm just going to hang out with them, I'm going to talk with them, I'm going to fool around with them, I'm going to do stuff, I'm going to sleep with them, and then after a while, I'll just come back under your covering and everything will be good. When you remove yourself from the covering of God, you have removed yourself from the covering of God. And God says, listen, I'm releasing you to Satan, and he is not kind, and he will not deal with you kindly. Is this too serious? Is this just too hard? Because that's what happens, is that you remove themselves from God, and then when their life gets screwed up, when they get an STD, or they get pregnant not once but twice, or when all their friends abandon them, when they get kicked out of the house, they say, God, how could this happen? And God said, I have the covering. I told you about the covering. The covering is still available, but you removed yourself from the covering. Be very careful to not deliberately remove yourself. Teenagers, they just think they're so brilliant. They really do. And they just say, like, they're gonna trick us all. Like, hey, I'm gonna be with this person now. I know I'm not gonna marry them, but then I'm gonna come back. Hey, go ahead and tell that person what you just told me. I'm going to be with you for a while, but I don't actually like you enough to commit to you, care for you, provide for you. I just want to use you. But when I'm done, I'm going to go find the real person that I'm actually going to care for. Let that girl know that. And see if you come back with your parts still working. Because you won't. Pursuing. And you always say, man, I'll do it right next time. I'll do it right next time. There might not be a next time. Everybody that says, hey man, I'll do it right next time, then they go out there, they get an STD, they get pregnant stuff, go ahead and ask them, hey, so tell me about next time. There is no next time, man. They've screwed up the whole rest of their life. And then you know what? Sometimes even if they don't get an STD or they don't get pregnant, their emotions are crippled and they're hurting and they're broken and they can't even operate the right way. That's why sometimes you meet people and you're like, man, that girl is crazy. Yeah, because she's been through some terrible situations. Can't even operate the right way. Be very, 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 very careful before you remove yourself from God's covering.